Hello and welcome to a new episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. It has been a while since I have played this game, but we are getting right back into the action by replacing, let's see, we're going to do this car. Filters need replacing, strange noise is coming from engine bay, put in new timing parts, and the car does not start. It looks like a pretty old car. So let's just verify that the car does not start. So let's start the car and I will shut up. Now let's see it. So what I do is to make sure if it does start or not. Yeah, it started. So I don't know what they're saying. It used to be a glitch in the game, then it got fixed, and now it's back. Okay, this is better. See, like, doing this, it's too high sensitivity. And then, like, right now it's good. And then I go to the parts here, and then it's too low of a sensitivity. So, let's just look at it. Okay, so, fuel filter, round air filter, and oil filter. So, let's buy this stuff. And now, let's see. We need a air filter 2 carb. So I'm just going to search filter. So now we're going to look for the filters that we need for this thing. Let's see, so fuel filter, round air filter 2 carb, and I believe it was an oil filter too. Yeah, I believe it was a oil filter too. So this engine is a V8, so I'm thinking you know, it had I am pretty sure it's a V8 OHV. It has, because it has overhead cam. Yeah, OHV. Now this is a lot of things. Car does not start. Every time I've done this, I don't do it, but looks like the fuel pump is fine. Good. No. So, let's, do, some tests here. Yeah, this car does not have an OBD port. I should have known that. Let's do a compression test. And do our little thing here with the compression, and everything that involves compression is fine. Let's do electronic meter. This tells us about a lot of electronic stuff in the car. And nothing that read was bad. And let's do a fuel pressure test. This will tell us all about fuel components. And the fuel filter is obviously bad because we already had to get a fuel filter for it. Let's see where this fuel filter is. Let's see, where is it? Right here. Now let's get this radiator fan out of our way. Because we already have a fuel filter to replace that with, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to start unmounting all the stuff here. But, I'm going to put the air filter in. That is shiny. Part mount, yes. You know, I was supposed to play this game, but I still know the swing of this game. Unmount, water pump. Hey, I guess cars have water cooling. Well, I already, technically, like, because some computers have water cooling. So, I like to make jokes about that, because they use, like, water and coolant to cool the engine and that type of thing, so. Timing chain is busted. Cam gear is also busted. Now let's take this manifold off. Simple. Simple there. So, let's see. Oil filter. Move car. Lifter A. Now let's just check and see. Okay, there's still a ton of things that have not been found. So I'm going to assume that there are things inside the car. Let's buy everything here. Timing chain, cam gear, water pump pulley, and water pump. So, let's get on this. So let's search for the timing chain. It's time. So, and it has ing at the end, so yeah. We need a timing chain, and I believe we also need a, let's see if I see it on here. And we're also going to get a cam gear. Let's see, cam gear. We need a water pump and water pump pulley. Water pump and water pump pulley. And also the manifold. Let's see, so we need one manifold for the car. It is a V8 OHV. There it is. And so far we're good now. So now we're just going to need to let's see if there was anything else that said about. Okay. Anyway, so we're going to do the oil filter in a minute. We're going to check these ignition wires. They don't seem messed up. Take the head off. I feel like some of the spark plugs are shot. And that's shot too. Let's see. Can I... Okay, can't look at the valve push rod. This one right over here. This one looks kind of bad. And it's at 20, so it is. Let's see, can we scan these? Nope. Spark plug. 86%, 28%, and 70. So we can put 2 of those back in. And let's see. Let's get this. See if there are any one of them over here that are messed up. These two. Okay, this, and these two. Ah, there we go. Now let's check all the spark plugs out. 84, 85, 72, 86. So we only need one spark plug. I'm just gonna put all these back in here since they're not bad. So that we haven't got all the parts yet that are messed up. These, yeah, those are fine. What else in this engine bay could be messed up? I did the compression test and none of them were messed up. So, yeah. And here it is. New oil filter, put that in. And nothing else really that I can see looks. Could it be the ignition coil? Nope. Just look at the battery. Battery's fine. What have I not taken out? Like, is there any more of these push rods that are bad? Nothing over here. And yeah, nothing. And I will go to the extent of completely tearing this engine apart. But I think I already did a compression test. Yeah, I've already done a compression test and there's nothing bad with it. So I don't understand this. You know, it may be does this engine have fuel rails? No, it doesn't. Is there anything here that's bad? Those are fine. Yeah, nothing on here. I swear, if it is something obvious. Could it be some on the radiator? Nope, radiator's fine. I may have to dig into the engine, but I don't have to do that. Maybe the distributor, the ignition distributor rotor? Ah, yes, the rotor. So, R-O-T-O-R. Now let's fix up the rest of the engine. You know, the thing I still don't get is that it says that there's two parts that haven't been discovered of the engine. See, put that. I swear if it's something obvious. You know, it could be a rotor cap. You know, I'll check the rotor cap in a second. Let's, now do this over here. I feel that, working on engines that have these, valve push rods and stuff is very tedious. It's very tedious and annoying, but still. Because there's just more and more parts than there would be if you had a fuel injected. Let's do that. Manifold. I'm just really not doing these in a order, just like randomly. Wait a second. Okay, that's 100. So I did buy one more of these than I needed. And I also bought 5 of this. So I did buy more than I needed. Put these on. Now, let's go down here, put the timing parts on. Let's see. Okay, put that. Cover. Do that. The belt. Water pump. Pulley. Serpentine belt. Fan. And drain the oil. That oil will drain, and I'm going to place back that. I'm going to take the oil, well, the oil pan off. Let's see if there's anything in here that looks, bearing cap. Another bearing cap. Those look good. Now let's put the oil pan back on. And these set of screws. Okay, and let's see what it says now. Okay, I've discovered everything for this car. Now we're gonna see if it starts up any faster. Probably won't, because it already started anyway, which is kind of weird, but yeah. Garage entrance A. And let's go in here. Yeah, it's fine. So we're gonna make yes. So I'm just gonna sell all these parts. And we have time for one more. Let's see what we're gonna do. No, not that one. Not that one. Oh, I need to move. So now let's choose this car. It's a V8 dual overhead cam. Here it is, kind of rusty. Let's check our car status. Oil filter. Okay. So, keep pressing that by accident. So, oil filter, air filter, and fuel filter. So, I'm just gonna get all these parts. Filter. So, V8, because this is in a overhead cam. A fuel filter. And air filter. And we need to get a belt tensioner. Belt tensioner. And timing. And this doesn't use timing chain. We need a timing belt. We need 2 of them. 2 of them, and a water pump. So let's get this and this. That should be good to do everything to the car now. So first things first, let's remove this idler. But this whole air filter is black. When your air filter is black, that's a big sign that you need to replace it. Now let's put a new one in. Wait. Okay, there we go. See, clip A. This whole thing uses A clips, which is which is what they mostly use. Now let's see, unmounting now. We're gonna have to take everything off anyway, so don't matter what order I do it in. We also need to get this, and let's also, let's see, so we're gonna need to get in there, but, let's get this water pump pulley, and the water pump, and we need to get to the timing belt, so we will need to go in and take this cover off. A B roller and another B, and I need to take off. I really need to take that off. Just makes you have to take this thing off. Alright, there's the fuel filter. I can do that while I'm right here. These spark plugs look completely messed up. Wait. From a distance away, it looks completely okay, that's trippy. So, fuel filter. There's some pretty thick tires at the front. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Okay, now I can take the cover off. And here's both of the belts. Part mount. Come on. Won't let me get it. Okay, there we go. Get the other belt. Put on the timing cover. I'll put this back on. And we are going to need to drain it or put some new oil in it. I swear, I wish I didn't have to take this thing off to open up the timing cover. But this game looks amazing when it runs smooth. I've noticed that when I use GPU acceleration in Adobe Premiere Pro that I lose quality. Which is kind of annoying because that speeds the process up like 10 times as fast, so I don't know if there's going to be that issue during this video. Because I'm going to be trying to export on a different computer using GPU acceleration on it, and we'll see if it's slower overall because the computer's slower or just something like that. All I do is just stick the file on like a the Adobe Premiere Pro file onto a file for the project. I just throw it on a flash drive. I can open it up on Premiere Pro on on this laptop I have. It's not the best, but well, it's not even close to being very good. But I'm hoping I can still export on it, like with GPU acceleration, and not have like an issue. See, like if this video will have GPU acceleration, so if the GPU messes it up while doing this, you'll see that there will be like a ghosting type effect up here. So just yeah. Let's see, we're gonna need to move this car. Lifter A. Lift it up. And lift it up again. I need to go under here. Drain it. Lifter A. Use it. Yeah, that oil is black. Place it back. Wait. Okay. Put the new one on. Fill the engine with oil. So, right here. And now we're just gonna wait for it to finish. Okay, there we go. It's finished. And now, let's see. We're gonna make 1,000, well, 2,000 almost off this. We've done everything. Finish order. So, hopefully you guys like this episode of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. And goodbye.